Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about one of the hardest parts of planning a vacation, and that's choosing where to go. I'm breaking down some of the key criteria I use to decide where I'm going to go and what I'm going to do when I have a specific window of time that I'm trying to travel during. Stay tuned for 2 handy flowcharts that you can save to decide what trip is right for you. Welcome to World Wanderers.
We're Alicia and Will.
Come wander the world with us. The first choice I ask myself is, do I want something relaxing or something adventurous? In my head, I think of this as travel versus vacation. If the answer is relaxing, I then think, do I want something that's all-inclusive where I can pay upfront and not have to worry so much about budgeting as I go, or no? If yes, then that basically narrows it down to a cruise, an all-inclusive resort, or a wellness retreat. From there, it's easy, boat or no boat. And do I want to feel awful when I get home or not? If I don't want to go the all-inclusive route, then I'm just deciding between a beach or lake or a cabin in the woods if I don't want to be on the water. The other main category is an adventurous trip. If I want to travel internationally, I follow a different flowchart. Feel free to skip ahead to that section of the video. If I don't want to leave the US, the next thing I consider is if I'm feeling outdoorsy. If so, do I want to be physically active, like going on a hike, or do I want to go somewhere to be alone and just decompress? If I want to go hiking, I look for a national or state park. If not, I look for a place to go camping. If I don't want to do nature, then I ask myself if I want to go to a theme park. Am I looking for great adult rides? If so, I'll usually choose Universal. If thrill rides aren't my top priority, or I want better food, or I'm going with kids, I'll usually pick Disney. If it's a no on the theme park front, then I'll try and plan a road trip. I'll pause here in case you'd like to take a screenshot of this flowchart for future use. Now for the international options. I'll pick a country I've been thinking about or see that's been recommended a lot and follow a different flowchart. My first consideration is safety. Is it dangerous to visit there right now, maybe due to political reasons or disease? If so, is it something temporary that's going to improve within a few years? If so, then I save it for later and choose another destination. If not, then I'll weigh whether the risk is worth it to me or not. After I've considered this, I'll ask myself if there's somewhere else I've been waiting to visit during this specific time of year. Maybe I'm saving Rio for Carnival, or saving Tanzania for the months the wildebeest migration is happening, or Finland during the Northern Lights. My next concern regards time. Do I have enough time to get there, do everything I want to do, and return home? Or if not, am I good with returning at a later date to see the rest of the things that I didn't get a chance to see? Now is when I think about money. Is it within my budget? Will I have enough money to fully do the activities, sites, and eat the food that I want to see and do? Also, how crowded is it going to be? Is it high season? Do I care? Maybe I always have to travel over the holidays because of my job, or can only take summer vacation when school's out. If it's going to be packed and there's 1 million people at the Coliseum, am I going to be sad? My next smaller concern is weather. I don't normally mind the cold, but I'm never game for a monsoon season in Southeast Asia, where my hair is going to look terrible in every picture I take. Next up is car rentals. Do I need a car? And if so, will the number of people I'm going with make it worth it? If I'm taking a solo trip, it's harder to justify a $1,000 car rental than when I'm splitting it by 4. And finally, I consider if there's any nearby countries I'd have to visit. If I'm flying all the way to Zambia, would I want to visit Zimbabwe next door? And if so, do I have the time and resources? Feel free to screenshot this flowchart for choosing a country to go to. I hope this helps you narrow down what to do for your next trip. And if you have other criteria you use, please let me know in the comments because I'd love to know. And if you want to learn more tips for wandering the world, please hit that subscribe button to be notified when we post new videos. Thanks.